everyone, it's Kerry from Low and Life Designs with another tarot reading for you. So I've been thinking a lot about shadow work lately because it's been the full moon. It's a perfect time to release things that we no longer need. So in this reading, we're going to look at what you repress, what you deny, and why. So it's shadow work. Shadow is the part of yourself that you keep hidden. You know, the parts of yourself that you're repressing and that you're denying, you don't want people to know about because you feel it makes you less of a nice person or weaker or something that you don't really want to be. But what we need to do is we have to look at those shadow sides of ourselves. We have to look at why we react to certain things. We have to look deeper in order to heal and move forwards. We can't heal unless we know what it is that we're trying to deal with, that we're needing to heal. I do have a shadow work tarot spread that I use with my coaching clients, where we go in and we talk to your guides, we talk to your future self, we try and sort of iron out why it is you have these shadow feelings or these shadow sides, what started them off, how we can start to heal from them. It's all about integrating them. Once you know what they are and you start working with them and you start accepting them, life does become a lot easier. So if you'd like to find out more, just send me a message or an email. All my contact details are below. You can contact me through Instagram, through Facebook, through my website. So yeah, just let me know if you need any help following on from this reading or if it's sort of piqued your interest a little bit. Okay, so we have group 1 with the lapis crystal, group 2 with the green aventurine, and group 3 with the angelite. Thought I'd mix up my crystals a little bit. Okay, so let's get on with the readings. Oops, just trying to get it in frame. I think that's right-ish. Yes, okay. Okay, so what we're repressing and denying are the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Sorry, that took me a while to work out the Roman numerals there. So the 9 of Cups is a really, really good card. So what this is saying to me is that you're repressing feeling proud of yourself. You're repressing that feeling of success and living your dream and comfort and feeling like you're home and you're safe. You're repressing that for some reason. Do you feel guilty about it? Do you feel guilty that maybe you've made some lucky decisions? Maybe you've acquired things without it being terribly hard work. When this kind of thing happens, we do tend to feel really guilty about it, and we shouldn't, because really all it means is that we're in perfect alignment. Because when you're in perfect alignment, you get all the abundance you need. And so this coming up in the repressed area is either telling me that you're not there, you're not feeling comfortable with where you are. I mean, look how lovely this dog is. He looks to me like he's just got back from a walk. He's got up on his favourite chair. He's got his ball. He's got his food bowl. He's got a lovely house. You know, it's kind of feeling like you're not allowing yourself that. Or if you do have that, you're not allowing yourself to really love it and embrace it. So you're kind of denying, with this card here, you're denying your inner child. So this is another aspect of the coaching that I offer, is all about finding out about your inner child and almost kind of remothering or reparenting that inner child, you know, making them feel safe, making them feel loved. It doesn't mean that you had a terrible childhood and that you don't or didn't feel safe and you didn't feel loved. You can still have inner child wounds, even if you look back and you think, oh, I had a lovely childhood. You can still pick up little signals from parents or siblings or grandparents or family that you take the wrong way because you're a little child. And so this really, really makes me feel that you are denying yourself that childish excitement, that childish fun, you know, that charm, that excitement and that love and that energy of being a child. And the reason why is because your inner child is still worried. So funnily enough, this has changed from a shadow work reading into an inner child reading. And look how worried her face is. That's not a child that is full of joy and excitement and love. She looks worried. She looks like, oh, shall I be picking up this rabbit? Will I be told off in a minute for picking up this rabbit? You know, it seems to me like, and it doesn't mean that you were abused or anything. I really want to get that across. It really doesn't mean that. All it means is that, you know, 5-year-old you didn't understand certain things that happened to them. Whether it was because they were told off because they made a mess in their bedroom, you know, they threw their toys all over the floor looking for a particular one. Or whether it's because you were colouring and you accidentally went off the page and onto the dining table and you were told off. You know, it can just be simple things like that. Obviously, it can also, inner child work can also help with abuse and all that kind of thing. But what I'm trying to get across is that it doesn't have to be some kind of traumatic event that you suffered as a child. So yeah, I really get the feeling that you need to do some work with your inner child and your shadow and kind of, there are meditations, I'm not sure if they're online or not, but there are meditations, well, I don't know if they're on YouTube or not, but there are meditations where you can go in and you can meet your inner child, you can sit and talk to them, you can tell them that they're safe, that they're loved, that they've done all the right things, that they were never to blame for anything. So I'd really encourage you, Group 1, to look into some inner child work. Okay. So, Group 2. Just line you up. Okay, so Group 2. What you are repressing the Knight of Coins. You are repressing calmness. You are repressing stability, and that kind of, it's going to take its time, but you'll get there in the end. You're not happy with it. It's not good enough for you, is how you feel about that. So it makes me feel like you're the kind of person maybe who wants everything like right now. You know, if you order something online, you're impatient for it to come. You don't think, oh, well, you know, it'll turn up when it turns up. You're like checking the tracking and all that kind of stuff constantly because you're impatient. You want it right now. I feel like you've been through a few battles. You know, his face is quite scarred. He's got one particular sort of big scar down here. And I feel like because of those scars, because of what's happened to you previously in life, you have become this person who acts very quickly, thinks too intensely. You know, you don't just let things go with the flow. You're repressing that side that just chills out. He's laid back. You know, whatever happens, happens. I'll deal with it. It's very much the opposite of all of that is how I feel that you are. Okay, so, and the side that you're denying is a more childlike side, a side that is more intuitive. And so I feel like maybe you want to be more intuitive and you want to be more in tune and in sync with your guides and spirit and angels possibly even, but you're not letting it happen. You're not just letting go and trusting what comes to you. You know, I know there are birds on this, but I'm really getting like, do you find white feathers often, or feathers in general, but I'm really sort of feeling white feathers here. If you are, then that is a sign that spirit, your loved ones that have passed, angels, guides, they're trying to communicate with you. Just let go and let it happen. Another thing that can happen with people who are sort of new to spirituality or getting used to it is that you try and force it. So it might be that you're reading all the books, you're watching all the YouTube channels about it, and you really want it to happen so much that you're trying to control it. Just step back, relax, Get outside in nature, sit under a tree, look at these trees and trees here as well. I really get a strong sense that you need to sit down, lean your back against the tree trunk and just wait for things to come to you, because you are intuitive, everybody is, and it shouldn't be hard work. It just comes. It does take a little bit of practice at first, but it does just come to you, I promise. But the reason that you're feeling almost anxious about life and about what you're trying to achieve, whether it's a spiritual thing or not, you know, I get the feeling that you're like I said, really rushing and trying to achieve this, and then when that's done, achieve the next thing, and then when that's done, achieve the next thing. There's never like a sit down, like chill out. I've worked really hard, I've done really well, I'm going to take a couple of days off. You know, it's like go, 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 go all the time. And I feel like it's coming from a place of lack. So the reason that you can't release and sort of let go of this feeling of go, go, go is because either it's something to do with your past, it could even be to do with a past life I'm getting. It's something to do with lack. You didn't have enough money, you didn't have enough food, you didn't have enough clothing, you didn't have a home. Something has happened, and because of that, it has triggered this response within you. You feel that you can't just relax and go with the flow like I just told you to do, because certain things need to be done, certain things need to happen. So again, you could look into past life work. I do also do past life readings. I do ancestral work as well, trying to sort of delve in a bit deeper to see, you know, whether it's like a family connection, whether it is just your past life that's affecting it. You know, again, we can look at other shadow parts of your personality, inner child stuff. But to me, it very much strongly feels like it's something to do with some past life connection where you suffered a life of lack. And I think this is what is sort of making you behave the way that you behave in this lifetime. Okay. Whoopsie. Nearly lost a crystal. Okie dokie. Wowza. Okie doke. Right. So, you are repressing swift movement. You are not letting things happen naturally for you. You're second guessing and you're worrying and you're almost getting in the way of your own progression. So sometimes, even if we really want to do something, we can procrastinate, we can overthink, we can get too much in our heads, and I really feel like that's what you're doing here. You're repressing. This card is all about swift movement forwards. You're following your guide, you're following your intuition, you know this is the right path for you, and you're just going to go for it, whatever. But because you're repressing this feeling, you're holding it back. So it sounds really silly, but some people have a fear of success. And I get this quite a lot with my coaching clients. It's like, yeah, I want to do all these things, but what if I can't, which is the imposter syndrome? What if I can't do it? And what if I do it so well, I get so booked up and I get exhausted because I'm working with energy all the time, and you know, it's going to wear me out. So I would advise you to make a list or write down what this is bringing up for you. What is it that you're holding yourself back on? What is it that the universe keeps putting in your way, keeps kind of manipulating people and things into your life to encourage you to do this, but you are still holding yourself back? So once you find out what that is, you'll be able to go a little bit deeper, or you can work with me and we'll go a little bit deeper into why it is that you're doing that. Okay, so you're denying the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is all about the inner chatter that goes on within you. If you can see here, there's all these faces, they're angry, and it's that kind of, with this card coming up in the denying position, is that you're denying yourself this. You're refusing to believe that, you know, things have been made, your path has been made clear, because of the negative chatter that's going on inside your head. So you're overthinking it too much. You're thinking too much about it. If something is presenting itself to you over and over and over again, and I really get the feeling that it is, it's because your guides and your angels and the universe, God, source, whatever you choose to call this, is really wanting you to choose it, really wanting you to go for it. It's going to be a good thing for you. It's not going to lead you astray. It's not going to end up not working out. It's not going to end up making you look silly. It's really something that you're being pushed towards by your guides and by spirit. And overthinking and overanalyzing isn't going to help, because in some cases you just have to trust and move forwards. That's all you can do sometimes. And the reason why, I think it's because I think your subconscious is worried that you're going to be too successful. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to have to shoulder these heavy burdens of... It's just going to make you feel exhausted and tired and almost like defeated. So, but I don't feel that I do feel it's to do with success. And I do feel that you are holding yourself back because you feel that if you do this and it works the way you want it to, you're going to be so successful that you're going to be exhausted because you're going to be working 24/7. Now, this can be in any aspect of your life. It can be about starting a family. It can be about getting into a relationship. It can be starting a new job. It can be working for yourself. It can be anything. I don't know what it's about. I just know that this is how you feel about it. So again, with my coaching clients, I would get them to make lists. I would get them to sort of work out where this is coming from. We would work on inner child's issues. We would work on shadow work to really get to the nitty-gritty of why it is you have this feeling about this situation. So I really, really hope that this has been worthwhile. It's not my usual kind of reading that I would do on YouTube. Usually my readings are very, very just whatever happens, happens. But I just really felt called to, because of the full moon, just have a quick look at our shadow, just to see what we're working with, to see what's coming up for us. So I hope you found it useful. If you have, let me know, because I can do more of this kind of work. I can do more really brief past life readings. I can help you with inner child work. Because as I keep saying, once we know the root cause of the issue, or what the issue is, we can go back, find the root cause of it, and then we can start the healing. Because until we know what we're dealing with, we can't do any healing. So I really hope you've enjoyed this. Pop down and have a little look at my Instagram, my website, and my Facebook page. I'm going to start doing some lives and things. Let me know, actually, if you'd like me to do a live on here, which I've never done, and I'm not very technical, so unless that's really easy, I won't be doing. But yeah, should I look into doing a live on here, or shall I have a look into doing a live on my Facebook page? And yeah, any feedback at all, I'd really love to hear it. And have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.